Danny here from Turner Lab Creations with another 3 amazing things you didn't know about Excel video. Let's get started. Let's take a look at thing number 1. You may know that in the name box on the top here, you can enter any cell reference. For instance, if I type in A1, it will select employees. Or if I type in A4, it will select Sophia. But what you probably don't know about the name box is that you're able to select a range of cells and actually custom name this. So I can go to the name box here, type in employees, and when I hit enter, it will bind that information. Now if I click this drop down, you'll see that employees is here. So let's say I get lost on this document and I don't know where I'm at. If I go up to this top left, I can go to employees, click it, and it will bring me right back to that location and highlight all of my employees. You could do the same thing for this area here, which is just for the commission that these employees have made. I'll go to the name box, type in commission, hit enter, and now you'll see when I hit the drop down I have 2 different instances here. And if I click on employees, it will go to employees, and if I click commission, it will go there. Now you can also take this one step further. You can use this in formulas as well. So if I wanted to count how many employees I have, I'll use a formula called count A, which just counts the number of cells in a range that has data in it so that it's not empty. And if I type in employees, you'll see that it's there. I'll hit tab and close it with a bracket, and you'll see here that I have 6 employees. I could do the same for commission, but this time I'll use the sum reference, so equals sum parentheses, and I'll type in commission. There it is. Hit tab and close it with a bracket, and you'll see that the commissions are now added up into this area here. And it's all dynamic too, because you are using formulas. So let's say you need to edit some of these. You'll see that the edits reflect at the bottom. Amazing thing number 2, grouping with Excel. You'll see here that I have clear headers and I have information within the header. Now I may not want this content visible at all times, so what I'll do is create a group. I'll select row 5, hold shift, and select row 9. You'll see that it's filled in the selected information. From here, I'll use the hotkey Alt, Shift, and right arrow key, and you'll see on the left side that it's created this drop down. I've gone ahead and created the remaining groups. Now if I click on the 1, you'll see that it collapses everything and leaves just the headers that I was looking for. If I click the 2, it'll expand all the data. I can also do it by clicking the individual plus signs for just the content that I'm looking to see, or the minus signs to collapse the content. Now there's one more thing I did want to show, and it is ungrouping. You do the same exact thing. You select the inner information, which is also the information here on the side, and you'd use the hotkey Alt, Shift, and left arrow key, and you'll get a pop-up that says ungroup. And you can do this for either columns or rows as well. And in this case, we're using it for rows, so I'm going to click rows and hit OK. Now you'll see the plus sign has gone away and I've ungrouped that information. Thing number 3, hyperlinks. A hyperlink is a link to another location or file, typically activated by clicking on a highlighted word or an image on the screen. There are a few ways to do this. I can click on the keyboard shortcut Control K on the selected cell, and it will bring up the menu. Or I can right click on the cell that I want to hyperlink and select hyperlink. And lastly, I can go to insert and navigate to hyperlink. They will all go to this same window. From here you can see that there are a few things I can do. I can link it to an existing file or web page. I can link it to a place in this document. For instance, if I wanted to go to sheet 2, I would select sheet 2. I can create a new document, or I can create an email link. This will compose a new email and pre-populate it with the fields that you provide. In this example, I'll go to place in this document, and I will select sheet 2. You will now see that go to sheet 2 is now highlighted in blue, and if I click on this, it will bring me to sheet 2. And that's it for now. That was 3 things you didn't know about Excel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos to come. And I love to hear from you guys, so leave a comment below. And of course, stay tuned for my next 3 things you didn't know video.